In this new age, with technology at the palm of our hands, we are always having so many therapists online. Some of them are not very certified. They're just, based off of their experiences. They give off this knowledge. Let me tell you how to identify a narcissist. There's somebody who actually did a whole video, talking about a narcissist, and it was very charged from their point of view, something they had gone through in their relationship. So they were very biased in this information. But the way they were talking, people have the gift of the gab. Their storytelling skills were top tier. But at the end of it all, I was like, they have mentioned a few things that, ring true to me. So am I a narcissist? So sometimes when people don't have any medical background or any knowledge about what they're saying, and it's just charged from their point of view and their experience, and they come online and they tell you things, you're like, maybe I should believe them. And since we don't like being left behind, we're going to do the same thing. So here are the top 10 tips, okay? Top 10 tips of identifying a narcissist. Because trust me, I have no background in psychology or psychiatry, but I will tell you these things because you know what? I have Google. I have the internet. I have read a few things. But something that actually rings true or just helps you stay away from people or just realize that they're not good for you, either as a friend or as a partner, is sometimes their entitlement.
Yeah.
Their entitlement towards your time, towards your money, towards anything that you do, towards your life. That entitlement can be so suffocating. And I saw this girl, she was talking this Reddit rabbit holes that I go on, and she talked about how she got into a relationship with this person. Initially they presented as very good, very nice, love bombing was top tier, mwah, chef's kiss. They get into a relationship and it's now serious, and now he's very controlling and manipulative and very entitled about her money, her time. She lives work, goes to hang out with her friends. Where are you? What are you doing? Why are you not at home? You don't care about me. You don't want to see me. You don't spend time with me. You're like, what do you mean? I started a relationship with you, so now I can no longer see anyone else apart from you. That's an entitlement on your time. Number 2, finances. At the end of the month, this man would be ready at the doorstep asking, where's your paychecks, babes? Well, you're making money in this relationship, but where is it going? We need to account for it. And they don't want you to do the same because, why should I tell you things? Me, I'm the narcissist in this scenario. I want to have some form of control over your life. So I want to know where your money is. You make this and this money. Why don't you buy me a watch? Buy me a Rolex, babes. So that entitlement can feel very suffocating. And if you notice this very early on in a relationship, whether a friendship or a romantic relationship, it's a clear red flag for you to excuse yourself from the situation.
Now, in relationships with narcissists, and we're talking about both friendships and actual romantic relationships, there is a lack of empathy. And they will, have you ever been talking to someone and you've made plans and then all of a sudden, without even thinking about you, suddenly, pop, I may drop your plan. I'll come back. Actually, I'm not going to come. I'm just not going to come. And you're like, but we had planned, we had made reservations, we had I've already paid for this, I've already they're like, yeah, sorry, I'm not coming, I have something else I want to do. And they show nothing, no remorse. They will never ever get to a point where they're like, oh, I'm really sorry I couldn't make it, or I'm really sorry something else came up and I feel like that. It will never be an apologetic let down. It will always be, yeah, I found something else I'm doing, I'll see you later. No empathy, You could be telling them about something very, very deep and dear to you, and they're like almost robotic about how they're,
My grandfather died.
My grandfather died. Okay. They're like, yeah, oh, okay, cool. As in, do you want to grab lunch? And you're like, Allah, I just told you about my It's like they care about nothing that is coming out of your mouth, because everything that they want is what is important. And there will never be reciprocity. Their grandfather would die, and they're over there telling you, oh yeah, my grandfather died. And you're giving every single ounce of time, energy, financial assistance, whatever, just so that they are able to get and cope with the situation. However, when it is your turn, Don't expect it. There is absolutely no reciprocity simply because they have and harbor no empathy. Akuna, what happens would, if you were put in those shoes, how would you feel? That never occurs to them at all.
And the manipulation and the gaslighting.
Ah.
You know, you tell them this cup is blue. They tell you, no, it is red. And I saw this funny story about this in a relationship, their husband and wife, where this man would hide toys, like his daughter's toy. The daughter had that Barbie playhouse with everything, kitchen, you know, equipments and everything. And he would take the toys, hide them in his office, and then come and berate this young girl until she cried. And we're like, what was the reason? And when the wife found out, she was like, why would you do this? He would pour bleach into her plants and then tell her how horrible she is. You know, how dare you you're not even capable of taking care of a plant. How are you capable of taking care of our child
Jesus.
or this family? And then she's like, wait, this smells like bleach. So you have been killing my plants and accusing me of not taking care of them. You have been hiding toys and then coming and shouting and berating our daughter and calling her irresponsible and careless. You know, for what reasons? They're very manipulative people. Like, what's the end goal? You know, why? Why would you do that?
And it's for... Now, there's the other one, the constant need for admiration and praise. You know, there are those people who actually come to your family gatherings. They don't care who else is there as long as you serve them food fast. The moment they walk in, you need to, Neoka, Abefika. Oh, nice. The sun is here. And well, this is constant and consistent. Like, they will never, ever prioritize anyone else at family gatherings, at any place. I've heard of people who apparently when they walk into a room, no one needs to be in front of them. Like, just clear out of my space. Why? Because I am important. I am the most important thing here. All of you guys just need to disappear. And unfortunately, because of the fact that they really, really yearn for this admiration and value and to be put in the highest of considerations, it can really play into their emotions as well, because whenever they don't get this, they can be very dismissive. They can be very invalidating of everyone else simply because why recognize them and you haven't recognized me first? It's like only I achieve things, only I can get, only I can buy, only I can be, and anyone else who is around that space and has done something, an accomplishment of sorts that needs to be given, I don't know, praise or congratulated, they will completely invalidate it. Hi, Yani, you won a scholarship to the UK. Now you're about to leave to the UK. Anasema, hiyo UK hata nasikianga watu wanaendanga huko kukaa kwa manyumba ndogo ndogo inakaa kama choo. Anashinda ukipiga hapa kelele ukituambia unaenda UK. Unaenda UK ya nini? Kwenda kuishi kwa shoebox. What kind of achievement is that? And immediately everyone else is like, wow, okay, was that necessary? And then immediately after that they will throw in, me hata nilienda UK na nilikuwa na my own money. I didn't need a sponsorship. I didn't need a scholarship. I went and took myself. In fact, I go there on vacation. Do you get what I'm saying? So they will take away the same achievement from you and then raise theirs a bit higher so theirs looks like it's more important and more of an accomplishment than yours, which is completely because of their need for constant validation, especially external validation. Kama ha validate you outside, akuna validation. They will never validate themselves. They will always ask you to do the validating for them.
And as Kafami has said, as long as their goals are met, nothing else matters. So they're very exploitative.
Yes.
They will exploit you until they finish everything they can get from you. Once they're done with you, it is over. And in the same beat, they are better than you.
Oh, yeah, always.
I will take everything that I have from you. And as Kathami has said, you know, you're talking about going to the UK. Yanasema, mimi sitaji sponsorship. In fact, I was even better than you. You know, I'm superior. Who better than me? It's crazy. It's crazy, the sense of superiority. Have you ever walked into a room and you could tell who wants to be important immediately? They're like, I'm better than all of you. I don't know what y'all are saying. And very dismissive. And I've been going for auditions and I've encountered this characters a lot. Like, you're waiting in line for an audition, but you could tell who's the queen bee, who who doesn't need all of this? Who is better than all of you? Just like, damn, girl, you need to calm down. We're all here applying for the same job, babes. Simmer down. Simmer down.
Now, have you ever been on social media and then you see someone who is always so harsh? Whenever they get criticism, any form of criticism, they return it with such defense. Just a small thing like, hey, I like your dress, but I feel like you should have probably worn it with like a blue belt instead of a black belt. And I said, "Ma, where kwanza unakuanga na belt ngapi unanipigia pengine?" How many belts do you have? Do you know this is Fendi, Gucci? This is braggadocious Balenciagas. As in, they will literally just try as much as they can to like shut you down as quickly as they possibly can. Because criticism in any form is an attack to their personal character. The moment you tell them small things, I liked how you delivered. However, I feel like you should have been shorter with your delivery. I have very important things to do. I have places to be, and I've taken the time to be here. How dare you? You know? It is so harsh. They never really know how to just like compose themselves, take criticism for what it is. It is just, I am the god of this room. Respect me and accord me. I am perfection embodied. If you do not see it, you're the problem. Criticism? They don't take it well.
And also, nothing is their fault.
Oh.
It is not their fault.
Oh.
Yes, I hit you, but you know, if you are not in my way, I would not have hit you.
You walked into my hand.
You walked into the palm of my hand. I would not have hit you. Or you ate my lunch from the fridge. These are your co-workers. Somebody eats your packed lunch, and they're like, yeah, if you had not, you know, put it there, I would not have eaten it. But it is clearly labeled with my name. Yes, I was hungry. What do you want me to do? Somebody who takes no accountability. And let me tell you, there's nothing as infuriating as encountering somebody who never accepts that they've done something wrong. It drains the life out of you, because what do you mean? What do you mean you're not going to accept that you did something wrong? What do you mean you're going to blame everything? You'd rather even blame supernatural activity than just accept that, hey, I was wrong, I see it now, and I am sorry, I will not do it again. That's all we're looking for sometimes. But someone will say, mimi sijui. Maybe in witchcraft. You know, what?
Accountability, no, it's out the window. And even more interesting, the lack of genuine friendships. Now, here's the thing about narcissists. They're constantly fishing for compliments. They are constantly monitoring and making sure that they're mentioning their achievements and the way they look or whatever. And they're constantly seeking out praises. So oftentimes, the people who are around them that are blowing this smoke up their behinds are the people that they want to be around. The person who sees nothing wrong with them, the person who sees them in their perfection, sees them in the glasses that they see themselves, that's the person they're trying to be friends with and be around. And it is very superficial, very, very, very superficial. Often, narcissists know a lot of people, but don't really have any friends. Like, ultimately, there are no true genuine friends, because your true genuine friends will criticize you every so often, will tell you when you're going wrong, will, you know, have accomplishments and achievements that they want you to praise them as well for. And when they realize that you will never do these things for them, they just run away. And I think I had a friend who was a narcissist, and we were so close. And up until I think this very moment, I had not realized how far deep that rabbit hole had actually gone. Because it was a situation where it was just me, never you. Like, you would be in a room, you walk in a room and someone compliments you, and they're like, yeah, I'm the one who actually gave her that top. Oh, I like your, you know, the scent you're wearing. What's that perfume? You're like, actually, it's mine. She borrowed it from my house.
God, Jehovah.
Like, your hair looks nice. Yeah, she had another stupid hairstyle. I'm the one who told her that this is the hairstyle that she needs to. Do you know what I mean? Like, it will, like, never, ever,
never about you.
ever will it ever be about you. In any room you walk in any space you walk in, even when it's just the two of literally, when it's just the two of you, it's like, I like your nails. I'm glad you listened to what I told you, because those other ones were just trash. Like, you understand? It's just the two of you. Who are we trying to convince?
You know
Who's this performance for?
And let me where is the video? Cut the cameras, because what is this? You know, it was so performative, so superficial, and whenever you try to get deep with them, you'd always be met with a lot of resistance, and you realize that over time it accumulates, and you see when you zoom out. Always remember to zoom out. You know, you zoomed in, unaona tu hapa kamoja. When you zoom out and you look at the full picture, you're like, oh, this ain't right.
And in the same beat, the jealousy and the envy that is involved when it comes to a narcissist is just unmatched. And they'll even go as far as sabotaging things that you're very good at, because let me do something that makes them, you know, drop them down a peg so that I stand out, you know. And if you have this going on in your friendship, girl, do I have news for you? If you always feel like you never have a you moment, and anytime it's you on the spotlight, something bad happens and then they come through. They're the ones shining now. I am so sorry you're going through that, but that's just a thing that's very common in such dynamics.
And if you feel like, because like now when I think back at some of the friendships that I had in my life, I'm like, there's no way I'd have been in media. There's no way I'd have even managed to be on social media the way I am on social media or appeared in social, simply because they would never have given me the leeway, the space, the energy. They would never have supported me in any way. It would have been criticism, criticism, criticism. You're not good enough, you're not good enough, you're not good enough. I probably never had this career. I would never have had this career simply because the people that you're surrounding yourself with can sometimes really put you down, kick, stab, and now they cover you in that coffin that they have laid for you. And it's important for you to run away from such people, because you will never achieve anything if you are constantly around narcissists.